this. This is my path to fame. All right, yo. Wait, hold on. Season 3 patch notes, guys. Yay! Yay! This is gonna save Guilty Gear Strive. It didn't need to be saved, but it's gonna be improved upon. Hold on, yeah. We'll do the patch notes. Blah blah blah. Let's see how they do the lobbies. Anything added Africa? That's pretty cool. That's pretty sick, actually. I approve of this. I'm going backwards. Quick access. That's pretty good. More fishing items. Remind me to go spend all my my currency for fishing. Wait, gold bursts are yellow. Wait, is that what they called them? Wait, where'd you see yellow burst at? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm ignoring you. You're a liar. Am I missing something cool? I don't know if I'm missing anything. I don't care about this. I don't care. They did some online lobby fixes. That's kind of cool. Wait, GG World, are they gonna add Johnny? Okay, cool. Alright, here we go. Universal mechanics. Let's do it! Let's do it! Changes to game mechanics. With a new addition of mechanics utilizing the burst gauge, changes have been made to the properties of Psych Burst and the burst gauge. The burst gauge fills faster than before, making it easier to use the new mechanics as well as Psych Burst. Oh shit. So how fast are you getting a burst now? This is actually a pretty welcoming change for how bursty the game is. So like maybe if you still do big damage when you build burst really fast now, it'll be like you're playing the game a little bit more. But at the same time, if you're just constantly beating a burst, I don't know. I want to know how frequent this is going to be. This is going to be pretty interesting to see. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Players can now express their individual style via their usage of the burst gauge, from an aggressive style with the new offensive mechanic Wild Assault to a safer style using the new defensive mechanic Deflect Shield. You get a chunk, yeah. You get a, like, yeah, so wall sticking is pretty big. So it's just kind of crazy, because, like, that means, like, you want to launch them as fast as possible now, because, like, if they get a wall stick, they get, like, a third of their gauge or something. We'll see the changes probably in here. Wild Assault, a lunging attack performed at the cost of 50% meter. Blah, 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 blah. Similar to special moves, it can also be performed by canceling normal moves. On both hit and block, the attack drains the opponent's burst gauge slightly. This is huge, by the way. This is actually crazy. Like once you get momentum, you can deprive them of their burst, right? Like, just 100% just deprive them of burst. Like, this is kind of reminding me of Fate Unlimited codes. We all know how that went, right? That, like, you're gonna just combo into your burst gauge twice, and then take that advantage, basically. Once you have that advantage, you just kind of, like, leverage it till they die, right? Because you're gonna use your thing, and get rid of their burst. And so now they're just stuck in a situation where you've been hit, taking a bunch of damage, and now you can't burst. Yeah, that's what this is, man. And so, like, this can be really brutal. Especially if you just combo into, like, 2 of them, maybe, even. Like, this is a big advantage to get up on your opponent, basically. If you can break their burst, basically. The properties vary for each character, with them mainly falling into one of 3 categories. Attack with faster startup and easy to use in combos. Okay. Attack with guard crush effect on block creates advantageous situations. Oh, so not all of them are guard crushes? Attack with invincibility frames. What? I hope Sin has this one too, so I have another DP. I think Sin should have number 3. I think Sin should have number 3. I just want to have all the reversals in the game. That's what I want. Alright, let's go. Deflect Shield. This is just a parry, right? Creates a significant amount of distance. This one's probably going to be a really big deal, actually. And later on, knowing when to use Deflect. Like, anytime you get a really strong defensive mechanic, it's really important to know when to use it. Luckily, I think Sin's going to be unaffected by this, basically. Just the way he plays, he doesn't have to really worry about getting pushed back. Which is really cool. Okay, here you go. So yeah, it leaves you a counter state. Yeah, Wild Assault's the new force break that costs your burst gauge, Agonine. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. Let me switch it over to Strive real quick. Thanks for the link, by the way. It's worse. I think okay. I'll give you my final. Let me go through all the changes, and then I'll see what I think about the game. That's why I think that's why it'll be interesting. As a person that definitely hates the game right now, we'll see how it goes. Wait, where'd you say yellow burst? It's called gold burst right here. The effects of gold burst have been revised as follows. Low, yeah, I love this change, by the way. I think this change is super sick, but it also means it's not really useful. In general sense, I think. Gold Psych Burst no longer increases the tension gauge on hit, instead activating positive bonus state. I think maybe you should get a little bit of meter, like maybe like 25%. But we'll see how this goes. This is, like, I don't know, because positive bonus gives you more damage, right? Is it more damage and more defense? I forget what it does beyond just getting more meter. But that's kind of interesting. Let's go down a little more. Blue Psych Burst expanded the effect range to cover the entire screen. That's kind of cool. It says yellow Psych Burst. That's a typo. That's a typo, probably. The Gold Burst has been adjusted to activate positive bonus, as it was previously 2 point as a comeback. Yeah. I think, okay, hold on, wait. Yeah, they normalized the weight. I don't know, I don't see it. I really don't. Where is it? In the Guilty Gear series, each character has had a weight, with lighter characters being more susceptible to blowback and heavier characters less so. The system meant that combos and strings would need to be adjusted for characters of different weight classes, making for more Okay, yeah. So they got rid of it. Okay. In trade? You come back, man. Just come back. I don't see it. I really don't. So yeah, this is pretty good. I think this is fine. This is really cool because, Sin benefit. Everyone's gonna benefit from this, I think, right? Yeah, it's just gone. There's no more weight classes. So, like, I think Leo was always the weird one, because Leo was considered, like, a super heavyweight. And it's like, but why? It is now more challenging to get more damage, or major damage from the moves that are powerful neutral tools. Wait, it is now more challenging to get major damage from moves that are powerful neutral tools, as well as low-risk frame traps, etc. Alright. Increased base damage scaling on moves with forward movement. Wait, is Sin fucked? Wait, is Sin, like, super fucked? wait, hold on. Remove counter effect for special moves that can follow into other special moves. Wait, what does this mean? Oh, Rekka series. Wait, is Sin fucked some more? Wait. Wait, is Sin's thing considered a Rekka? It's not considered a Rekka, right? Wait, wait, does this mean this affects like characters like Chip, like Rekka? I know Bandit Bringer or Bandit Revolver was on there, right? So Bandit Revolver cancel no longer gets the counter effect, right? So does that mean like? So my complaint was they just said no, you're not allowed to have that. Reduce damage of overdrives and command grabs. Actually, this is a pretty good change, actually. Wait, does this mean Sin's damage is even lower? Whatever. Right, whatever. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's great. This game is great. Wild Assault added. Cool. Burst Gauge. Increased replenish rate of Burst Gauge over time. Burst Gauge now replenishes while positive bonus is active? That's sick. Now drains when negative penalty. That's sick. I like this. Burst Gauge now replenishes when a player incurs wall stick as well as wall break. Oh, okay, so you build the same amount of gauge regardless of how it hits, Alex. So even though it's 1/3 on a wall stick, it's also 1/3 on a wall break. Yeah. I'm here to motivate. Whatever. Alright, Blue Psych Burst. Increased attack level, increased hit stop time, reduced knockback on a hit. Do you get momentum from a Blue Burst now? Expanded hitbox, increased active frames, no longer refills burst gauge on hit. Okay. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, yellow. Yeah. Yeah, no, I sees it. Okay, you're not a liar. That's funny. Yeah, that's what it is, though. Yeah, so it's the one that increased attack level, so this is completely safe now. Whatever. Typo. Alright, so we should call it gold Roman cancel instead. It's not yellow, it's gold Roman cancel. Roman cancel, all versions. No longer drains such engage if canceled before the time freeze effect. Sure. Oh, weird. This is pretty crazy. It's like, I guess you would lose meter even if the moment you did it. Because they have started, you could actually in theory get hit out of it and you'd lose 50 meter. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Now hits opponents who have strike. Boo! 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 You know what I would do? with Sin, I would just go through it with his follow-up DP. Damn it. My moment of just being an ass. Okay. So defensive mechanics are just stronger across the board right now. Interesting. Okay. What the hell's a finishing blow? Now grants positive bonus on hit. What the hell's a finishing blow? Wait, what is a finishing blow? Did I miss something? What's called a finishing blow? You guys know what that is? Ooh, they changed the effect of counter assault? Or counter effect? Interesting. Adjusted hitboxes of some moves for consistency, okay. Can I just go directly to Sin? Please let me go to Sin. No, we'll go through all of them. Fafnir now travels much farther, making it easier to approach from outside the range of standing far S. Interesting. It's like a 20 frame move, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Armstrong. So, the homing jump. Okay, so it's after the dust. Okay, it's a dust follow-up, basically. After you do it, when you hit the button twice and knocks them down. That's a finishing attack. Okay, Armstrong, you're the best. Thanks, buddy. Due to being an exceptional, powerful, long-range offensive option, Bandit Revolver no longer triggers counter, making it more challenging to go for damage. Thank you. This shit was so annoying. Like, this was super brain-dead, in my opinion, watching people just mash Bandit Revolver for neutral. And then if they got a counter hit, because it also low crushes, you just get a fat combo from it. So I like this change. This means that basically Soul has to commit to okay. Well, I mean, like, we think about it though. Let's go back to this real quickly. Didn't finishing blow grant positive bonus? Oh, I guess maybe you're building meter during the transition now rather than after, because before you'd get the meter right afterwards, right? Yeah, whatever. No, whatever. What? Damn. I don't. Wait, crouching K reduce startup? Is that faster? Is that a 4 frame now? Wait, is this a 4? Wait. No, I think it's crouching K 6K, so it might be a 5 frame normal now. Interesting. That's a pretty big change. Far S adjusted the opponent's animation on hit, reduced blowback. Pretty cool. 6H increased wall break value. That's unfortunate. Oh, so they do have invul. They're just later, or it's either. I think they're on Twitter, weren't they saying that all HV the reversals were not invul anymore? It's just later, like much later. Oh, oh yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Yes, I like this. Fuck these people. All they do is just spam Bandit Revolver for neutral skipping. So you could probably hit him out of it now because he expanded the lower hitbox and hitbox. Thank you. I approve. That's a good change. Bandit Bringer Aerial. Hold K now, increase the attack potency. That's pretty sick. I like that. So you can delay it. I wonder if Sin can do the same thing now. Wild Throw, reduce damage. Night Raid Vortex, increase damage scaling. Blah, blah, blah. Reduce height after ground bounce. I wonder what you get from a Fafnir mid-screen now. So they're basically telling you to use Fafnir in neutral at this point. Alright, Tyrant Wave is faster. Okay. Oh, hey, Uko, you see this shit? Decrease startup of far S and standing H. Haven't they lowered it already? Like, they made it faster in, like, the previous game, right? It's, like, pretty quick now. Stun Edge and Charge Stun Edge now create less distance with the opponent on mid-air hit. This makes it easier to approach after a mid-air hit. That's pretty good. The air versions were so hard to use anyway. Oh, interesting. So this is when you have to clip them out of the air. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I get fucked, Kai players. Increased startup of Stun Dipper makes it more difficult to use as a fast button. Okay, so just basically we just nerfed Stun Dipper. We made it the worst. We just made it worse. This is what I'm seeing for Stun Dipper. We just made it worse. Good. Good, good, good. So they made his crouching S slower. Interesting. That's interesting. I wonder what happened. That's pretty curious. So as far as 5HR faster? Okay. Wait, added launch effect. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, okay. So basically, it floats more now, but it's so basically because they added more recovery to it, they needed to launch it more, so that the move would feel like you had the same frame advantage afterwards. Okay, okay, I think that's happening. Um, it doesn't say anything else beyond that, so that's kind of how I imagine it's working now. Okay. So apparently May got the shaft. Like she got like changed a whole lot. So like I wouldn't say she got a shaft. She got changed to become like a new character basically. So let's go. Mr. Dolphin Horizontal functions differently than before. Press P during the move interrupts the attack and causes May to land. What? What? That's sick. So she basically has her accent core versions of the dolphins. That's pretty sick. So you could do P to faint and then K to get off of it? Okay. That's really cool. Yeah, it's first break without the dolphin. Yeah, basically. That's interesting. I'm curious how safe this is. This sounds pretty fun, though. As a trade-off, the slash version of Mr. Dolphin now creates less distance with the opponent on block, leaving May more prone to lose her advantage. Okay. Oh, this is gonna kill people, by the way. You see this shit? 6k is now special cancel block. That's her overhand, right? Her little flip kick. Increase startup. Triggers crouching stay on ground hit. Increase. This is gonna ruin lives, by the way. Like, this is like a. Where's Boogaloo? Boogaloo could appreciate this. This is like all you need. If you have just solid Oki and you can just run 6k mix-ups all day and get free combos, you're living the life. You're living the life. 6H. Remove launch effect on hit for normal version. Only incurs. Oh, this is a huge nerf. So 6H doesn't float anymore. Only if if you don't charge it, you don't get any benefit. So this is gonna nerf her damage up the wazoo. Because a lot of times what made her so strong is that she was able to do like 2k counter at 6H into a big combo, but now that's gone. Wow, interesting. I wonder how her combo routes are gonna change because of this then. Like, I think she might have really cool things if you have to do technical stuff like Dolphin Feint. Because basically it's Dolphin Feint now, right? You have to do 2k counter hit dash Dolphin Feint or something. That sounds pretty fun. That sounds really, really fun, in all honesty, if it's there. That's really cool. I think her changes are neat. They're really neat. The nerf to Dolphins kind of makes me... It's not really a nerf. They're different. It's a different move. That's how I would see it. I kind of want to see her. I might try her out now. She seems a lot more fun now, for sure. That's really cool. Yeah, looks good. I'll check her out, maybe. Without Sickle Flash, we're Axel, Sickle Flash creates more distance with the opponent. The increased pushback makes it easier to connect with Winter Cherry both on hit and on... I don't know what any of his moves are. Crouching P, reduce recovery. 6H, increase wall break value. Fine, fine, fine. Oh, ground throw, reduce horizontal blowback distance. I wonder if he gets... He already has pretty decent Oki after his throw, right? Oh, whatever. Ah, Sickle Flash. Oh, it's the command grab. That was Winter Cherry, though. I have no idea. Wait, is Sickle Flash not the command grab? Damn, I know so little about that character. Well, I try my best. Oh, the explosion? Winter Cherry's the command grab? Okay. Yeah, this is overdue. Winter Rainfall? They would just spam this and get like fucking like hella damage. Like, Axel does a lot of damage right now because of the rainfall. This is gonna be fun, sweet to see too. Axel Bomber doing more damage, or having air momentum. That's pretty sick. I like that. Alright. Interesting. And they're not crazy changes. Like, he didn't really get anything special. So, he's more or less the same character, which I think might be a little bit... Like, if anything, he's just a worse character. I don't think he got anything new. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. The decreased startup of aerial... So, Chip, right? Decreased the aerial version of Alpha Blade Diagonal. Much faster offensive. That's okay. Jump D now has a wall bounce effect. I love this. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, the Rickas are gone. Okay. Can now be special cancelled on hit or block until the recovery ends. So this is the same thing as May, right? Increased attack level, increased startup. This is really annoying. Like, this is just like a really low committal pressure string now. Standing H moves Chip forward? Damn, that's terrifying. Reduce lower hitbox and lower hurtbox? Wait, so what, is this just like invincible now? Wait, how do you... This move might just be invincible. This move is already hard to hit. It says lowered, right? Reduced lower... Wait, so that means like below his feet? Can you not just hit this move anymore? Whatever. I'll see how... We're trying to anti-air that. That's the one I want to remember, to see how hard it is to anti-air that. This move is already really hard to anti-air. Reduce damage. Okay. Damn. It's crazy because you're surprised, you don't really want to see this on a character like Chip, where his damage is already pretty low, and now it's like lower. Like, damn. It's just hitting you with tissue paper now? What the hell's going on? I mean, it's fine. I think because I think the overall game damage is just lower now. Alright, Potemkin. Here you go, Agonine, if you haven't seen the notes yet. Mega Fist 4 now launches on hit against grounded opponents, creating more advantageous situations for Potemkin. Does he combo into Mega Fist from any hit? I forget if it combos or not, because it's pretty slow. So I don't know if you can do like 5k Mega Fist. I don't think that combos. I could be wrong. Maybe I could check right now, but I'll do it later maybe. Or I can just ask players that play Potemkin. It's part of it, but like if you do a grounded hit, like if you do 5k Mega Fist, is that combo? I'll have to take a look at it. I mean, I'll just boot up Strive in a second. We'll go back to Potemkin in a little bit. Because I don't know his routing enough to know how it is. Because they don't do this move because it's not a good situation. Now triggers grounded tech on landing. Added launch effect on grounded hit. This is really good. Wait. Huh? Now triggers grounded tech on landing? Was it a hard knockdown before? No, hold on. You think Slidehead removing Guard Crush is low-key? Hold on. Is that better for Potemkin to not have Guard Crush on it, though? Kara Garuda setups? I can't imagine this. Yeah. Oh, I see. So Kara Slidehead? But I mean, Guard Crush is just good in general, though, right? Wouldn't you want the Guard Crush to have the frame advantage? I mean, it still might have frame advantage. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, so they just removed it? Okay. Oh, I see. So you're saying significant as in a nerf, right? Okay. My bad. I thought you were saying as a buff. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. It is just a nerf, okay. Yeah, wait. Yeah, the 5p change is really huge. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I was reading it differently. This is a Garuda, right? Wait, no, this is the Flick. It's a Mars. Yeah, that's what I mean. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's more defensive, for sure. Oh, okay. So you hold down P. Okay. I remember in my other video for Faust. What's up? Okay. So Flick is I don't know if Flick is better or worse. Is Flick frame? No, Flick isn't frame one projectile invul either, right? So. Okay, whatever. What's up, Mars? Crouching S, expanded hitbox inward. Increased wall break value incurred. Okay. Reduced horizontal mid combo blowback scaling. I don't know what the. Wait, hold on, let's see here. This allows Faust to keep one known item in reserve and therefore create more. This is really cool. This is like the coolest change I've seen in a very long time for Faust. Like, this is just really, really neat. Holding down K during thrust now causes the guard crush effect? Oh, this is cool. This is a good change too. So thrust is the scalpel, right? Yeah. The increased size of the inner. Yeah, I can't tell you how this crouching S change is gonna work. But okay, mix. Wait, the banana could wall bounce? Wait, what? This is a thing? Okay. The changes are actually not nearly as crazy as I thought they would be. Even with the new moves, the moves are not... They're not insane so far. The game seems pretty healthy, so overall. The changes seem fine. The decreased recovery for Mirage makes it easier for to move quickly and cancel in the special moves. Wait, so Mirage is just faster? Damn. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. The decreased startup for Lust Shaker now makes it possible to combo from Standing Age into Lust Shaker View Mirage. That's pretty cool. Don't you? I don't know what you get from a 5H with her though. I guess they're trying to give her strings to end her strings off safely, because like I think that's something she was always been struggling with, is that once she does her block string, she's kind of committed into getting mauled by the opponent. This is a really big change though for the character. Mirage being faster is a pretty big change. But she didn't get changed a whole lot. I don't know what this means for Melee players too. The 5K changes reduce horizontal blowback distance. But can she master 5K? I can't remember if she can master 5K or not. Reduce vertical mid combo blowback scaling. I mean, wait till I get to my character, Ukyo. That's where we'll decide the fate of everything, Ukyo. If Sins isn't like 4 pages long, I'm out. I'm out, is what I'm saying. Zato and Eddie can now switch positions when down his input while activating summon to break the law. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This is another... It's just funny because they're just taking the Axon Core moves, right? The plus R moves. Like, all of these moves are just straight up from plus R, right? All the new one, minus the item hold, which is an original one. Wait, reduce frontal hitbox and hurtbox? Oh, so they make this move shorter? Damn. Good. This move is cheap. This move is cheap. Get... Reduce startup. So how fast is this close slash? Is he an 8-frame close slasher? There's no way. He has to be 7, right? So did they give him a 6-frame close slash? This is kind of crazy. Well, I got a mash P. That's all they got. Reduce flight. This is a pretty cool change. I think this is really good because like the current flight is so long that like it's hard to like actually like stop Eddie from flying. From the Twitter clips, it's like really short. It's like less than a second now that he could stay in the air. So like once he flies, they kind of almost feel like they should give him an air dash at this point though. Or not an air dash. He has an air dash, right? Right? No, he doesn't have an air dash. He has a fly. Yeah, because the fly is like, it's barely anything right now. Yeah, they nerfed his command grab too. That's funny. Okay, whatever. Alright, Ramlethal has a new special move, Ondo, which performs an attack as a far-off position. Great. This move already looks cheap, by the way. The addition of Ondo gives her more options after blocking... Oh, are you saying that she didn't have enough options after doing Far Slash and Heavy Slash? So they just gave her another one? Alright. I might just play this fucking character at this point. Like, combined with the changes to Sildro Dutro, she can now make it harder for the opponent to move freely, even outside of the corner. Oh, because you're saying that she couldn't do that before? Oh, okay. Sure, game. Alright, okay. In exchange for her improved mid-range game, the reduction to her dash speed makes it more challenging for her to get into close range. Oh, I see. So that's why her move speed is so bad. She's like a tank now. Like, she moves so slow. What's Irololumo? I don't even know what that is. Alright, dash, reduce dash speed. This is always a big change. Like, this is always like a huge change to see to a character. But I mean, like, she can still run, so reduce damage. Dara, that's the Rekka. Oh, this is the flip kick, or like her little flip. Okay. Yeah, that's what we got. You're going back to Bedman. Hold on, let me get to Bedman. We're halfway through. Increase base damage scaling. Increase base damage scaling. Added. So I guess depending on how good that move is, we'll see how she is. But she got like a lot of like changes to her. So this is a change that I need to talk about for this character too. I don't know what Turbo Bends is. Turbo Bends covers more distance than before, improving the situation for Leo after it connects. What is Turbo Bends the fireball? No, that's the lunge. Okay, that's the lunge, right? I think it's a fireball. Oh, it's the pillar. The Turbo Bends. Okay. I could just type in Dust Loop and look at it, but fuck it. YOLO. Increased travel speed. I'm gonna just Google it. Guilt, GGST, Leo. What's it called? Turbo Bends. Turbulence. Yeah, oh yeah, it is a pillar. Okay. Increased travel speed, so does he barely moves forward at all though, right? So, but this is a speed, not distance, so like, I don't know. Doesn't seem useful. Oh no, it does move, it's more distance, okay. Okay, it does move forward, never mind. This is just like a translation typo. Okay, whatever. Anyways, the big change here is that HDP doesn't give him back turn, or H isn't invulner anymore, right? Yeah, I could give him back stance, but I mean, whatever. But the big thing now is that he can't just do DP into back turn now anymore, because it's not invul. So we'll see how much of a nerf this is, because I don't think slash goes into back turn. I think it was only H, because it's any button that lets you hold H, right? Lets you go into back turn. I could be completely wrong about that, but that's a pretty big nerf to the gorilla playstyle that's dominating Leo right now. Because if they could DP you, sure, but then they have to run generic boy mix-up, right? So that's fine by me. I like that. Alright, see what Nago got. I don't like these changes, by the way. These changes are stupid dumb. Okay. The changes to Kamaryuki and Shizuruyuki. I think Shizuruyuki is the DP, right? And Kamaryuki is the Beyblade. Landing Bloodsucking Universe create. Oh, no, that's a command grab, isn't it? No, I didn't think about this. So I didn't think about how good this is going to be after command grab. I don't like this change at all. 6H no longer can be cancelled into special moves, meaning he can't simultaneously land a highly damaging off the ground attack and go for Oki with Fukio. As it creates significant distance with the opponent when blocked, it now serves as a relatively safe way to open up space. Okay. Thank you! Wait, thank you! For the love of God. They actually nerfed 5k. Oh my god! Oh my god! Can I finally hit this move now? I wonder how much recovery they added to it. 6k reduced recovery? Oh, 6k is gonna be really good. I wonder how good it is. This thing already has really low recovery. Close standing S expanded lower hitbox and hurtbox. Okay, I guess. Doesn't really matter. This is a crazy change to see. Increased launch height after ground bounds on counter hit? Damn. So I think you just punish with 6-8 for like 1 trillion damage now. So you could probably do some. He could probably just murder you off of a DP now with 6H. But I guess how DPs are, it might be hard. We'll see. Added guard crush effect. No longer cancels into special attacks. That's pretty crazy. This is the craziest change, by the way. Beyblade's a low now. Increased mid-combo blowback scaling if it leads into a combo. Interesting. I want to see how this is going to turn out. Yeah, now Shizuyuki's changed the second hit from mid to overhead. Like, that's just stressful, dude. This is like a super stressful thing to deal with. Who's summoning me? Alright, Giovanna. What the hell's Giovanna's new move? Yeah. So, Nago's in a pretty, like, just a groaning situation for me. But we'll see. The 5k change could be a really big deal. Because a lot of times, what Nago players get away with is just mashing 5k and letting it low crush. So, like, him having a 5k that's hittable now is a really big deal. Because, like, a lot of times Nago players just get away with it. They get away with 5k, and then they just get a win. But, like, now if it's actually, like, hittable, then they just can't mash it and be like, and so, we'll see how it changes. I'll check how it is. Listen, the opponent, okay, wait on. It allows her to perform powered-up versions of other special moves by using them during the move. This greatly changes her neutral game and combos. Okay. The opponent will now tech upon landing after getting hit by Sepultura. I think that's the cross-up, right? I think. I don't know what Sepultura is. And it takes more work for her to achieve knockdowns than before. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, wait. Is this the cross-up? I don't know what it is. I don't think it's the cross-up. I don't know what any of these moves are at all. I mean, she looks the same. I mean, she got a new move, but hold on, wait, I have it open. Let me go pull up her moves real quick. Sepultura. Dear Lord, I'm so far away. I mean, thanks a lot for the link, by the way, Nev. I wasn't even thinking about it today. I thought it was gonna come out tomorrow. Where's Geo? Geo-chan, there you are. I'm going down. Oh, Sepultura's the kick. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a pretty big change. Wait, did Sepultura used to be a hard knockdown? I mean, I think the changes seem okay. Nago seems kind of like, really? It seems dumb, in my honest opinion. Like, Nagos are kind of like, but really? Does he need that? Like that's a pretty game-changing... Oh, yeah, so this is pretty rough. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess they wanted to do this charge move. I guess it's kind of cool though, because I think it makes people have to approach her now. Because like, she would just always mash. I think it's pretty interesting. I guess because what Chave is gonna do is it's gonna give you an opportunity as an opponent to approach her and stop her from doing it. Where she has to make a decision if she wants to go for like a neutral Chave. She kind of is like looking like Jam a little bit now, right? She's gonna knock down, build her little charge up, and then do something. Okay, interesting. Okay. Now here's your Anji. Here you go. Anji has a new follow-up move, Mudarar. Wait, it's been a while. Midare, Midare, available with after withstanding an attack with Suigetsu no Hakobi. Okay. So you have to parry something. Okay. This makes them better able to challenge the opponent's jabs. This is literally what you were saying. Hey, Tiger. That like yeah, if people did a jab or whatever, you couldn't do anything afterwards, right? Okay. So I wonder if its purpose is literally just to threaten jabs, basically, right? I think this is fine. I think this is a fine change. I don't think unless you get a counter hit from it and it goes no combo. But I don't think you get a combo because I think it puts you in recovery state, right? It's apparently a reverse on. Oh, so it's just invul. Oh, that's good. I think that they really fleshed him out then a little bit more with this move. It makes him a little bit make more sense about twirling now. His cat like I think what it's gonna do is it's gonna make you really have to play his twirl game now. So he'll be like he's leaning towards more like that biking realm where like you're gonna have to play his kind of game basically at this point now. Cause like there's some options where you do like a low committal move to like bait it or whatever. You know what I mean? But now you have to kind of commit to it, especially if you don't have a fireball. The position Anji leaps during Shin Ishiki is that's a fireball, right? Can now be changed by doing back or forward. That's kind of cool. Oh shit! Hey Alex, you see this shit though? That's pretty big. No counter hit effects on your Rekkas. Oof. Wait, really? Wait, that's kind of big. That's kind of big. That's kind of big, but I think you should have a better neutral, or you're gonna have a more dominant Anji neutral now. I think. Okay, interesting. Yeah, but I think like people are gonna see, oh, my win condition's gone, landing the big death counter hits now. But I think this is pretty interesting. Okay. What was Ino's move? What's her new move? Ino has a new special move, Mad Love Agitado, which performs an attack while leaping forward. On both hit and block, she can move mid-air after the attack to maintain her offense. In exchange for her new tool to approach from mid-range, K and S versions of Sultry Performance now leave Ino in a worse situation. On block. What is Sultry Performance? Is it the dive? Yeah, it is a dive. Okay, interesting. Damn, how did I know that? Okay, interesting. So she has a better, like, I guess, like, once she's going, hold on. I wonder if this is supposed to be her neutral move now, or not. Because the dives were, like, kind of what you would do to kind of, like, cheat neutral a little bit now, right? And so I wonder how good Sultry is going to be, if it's going to warrant nerfing these moves. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. I think this is mainly a buff though, because I think typically the dives were not really ever blocked anyways. You use them to like you kind of just jump in the air and see if they did anything, and then you just dive down and punish, right? Like they're kind of like a dive kick basically, right? So you use them in that sense that you want them to like whiff a button or whatever. And most of the times they're never blocked anyways. So I think she just ends up in a net positive after this. I would say, I could be wrong. Okay, fine. I'm gonna get Gold Lewis. The startup for the aerial versions of Typhoon have been reduced, making it easier to combo. That's kind of actually fair, because like a lot of times you couldn't really combo it. It was the height was too specific, and so you couldn't always do Typhoons the way you would want to. But given if they're really fast now, and he can do Typhoons from like really low heights, he's gonna be incredibly consistent with his jump-ins now. As far as was an excellent poke with both fast startup and short recovery, has been adjusted to serve a different person than crouching S. Okay. Crouching K. I don't. Whatever. These changes. You're never gonna come back to her. What about Jacko? Maybe Jacko has a new change for you. Reduce startup. Gold Lewis might be pretty good. I mean, he's always pretty been decent. Like, but these changes are pretty healthy. Oh wait, they nerfed his Far Slash. Okay. Damn, Crouching S got a huge buff though. Okay. Interesting. So, okay. That's pretty cool. So now the characters have to choose between Crouching S and Far S. Okay. Cool. Healthy change, healthy change. So far, none of them felt really disgusting, except for Nago. Nago is like the most disgusting of them all. For sure, right? It makes me want to just cringe and go hide in a shower. You know what I mean? Still, oh yeah, we haven't even gone to Testament yet. Testament's coming up though. I think like a character or two away, right? It's like right after Jacko. Defend command now launches the opponent after withstanding an attack. It is now possible for Jacko to follow up with an attack of her own or to set up an advantageous situation. This is a pretty cool change. This is like a really terrifying change. The active time on the version on the hard slash version of Cheer Servant On has been reduced, limiting the duration of her powerful offense in the corner. And now fully replenishes the serving gauge upon activation. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I do really like how they're like, hey, we changed this, but you get this, right? There hasn't been really like a whole lot of just like direct nerfs so far, right? Like I said, and if they were a direct nerf, it wasn't a direct nerf to your character, it was a direct nerf against all characters. Typically. I don't know if I can really care about these changes, but okay, whatever. She's more or less the same character. 6K now creates less distance with the opponent, making it easier to connect with at the ready. Okay. Okay. Wait, steady aim has been given additional simplified input, making it less challenging to cancel into other special moves directly after fire? What's a more simplified motion than a quarter circle back? Using roll to move behind an opponent reduces the forward momentum, allowing... Okay. Okay, close slash is S is easier to connect after roll, but the opponent can attempt to punish this with a ground throw. Okay. Oh, I see. Wait, I don't get it. So basically, after a roll, are they in like? So I think maybe a lot of times Chaos would do a roll, but the range was just out of range for them to go for the throw, and so I don't know. Whatever. The scaling for fire has undergone adjustments, greatly reducing the damage dealt in combos after it. Oh, he now needs to perform combos using more normal moves in order to deal major damage. Okay, interesting. So basically, is fire adding force scaling now on every shot? Oh, so it's like Asuka. Okay, for a steady aim. I hope they don't find like some bug with this. But I mean, I'm all for having fire do more scaling. Oh wait, what was this stated? Oh wait, I didn't see. It reduces the forward momentum. Oh, okay. So basically, if he rolls through you, you're gonna kind of notice it now because he's gonna be moving slower. Interesting, interesting. Okay. That was Kenju. Is that what is Kenju? Now hits twice, once with the projectile and once with the explosion? Oh, is that the gun super? The S version of Kabaddi now has faster startup, creating more opportunities to force the opponent to block it. Fuck that. I mean, I guess it depends if it's still mashable, I don't know. Hiragi deals less damage, as it previously dealt excessive damage for a reversal move. Good. Yozanten now causes more blowback on hit, making it harder to follow up even when it hits after a jump-in attack such as Jump S. Okay. I think this is a pretty big change. Because Yozanten's kind of annoying to deal with. So, like, you know, a lot of times they would just do jump slash Yozansen or whatever for the mix or whatever. And then they would get a grounded combo. So now you're basically always forced to use meter if you want a combo. Which is a pretty big change. Like, this is a pretty big change to her. And I guess, like, she's requiring to get closer because you have to use Kabari more. We use active frames. Added stagger effect on counter hit? Okay. Oh! This is a huge nerf to her. Actually, I'm really curious. So, the counter hit effect for Kavari is gone. Damn, okay. That's pretty big. So, yeah, if they more or less kind of neutered, like, all of those, like, well, YOLO counter hits for big damage, a lot of it's just gone. Unless you're Nago. Because I don't think Nago got affected by that at all. He's still, everything's a special move, right? So he gets counter hit status for everything. Okay. Alright. Alright, here we go. Here's Testament. Arbiter's Sign now launches the opponent greatly on hit. This vastly improves the situation on hit, making it easier for Testament to set up a situation afterwards. The newly added Tumble effect to standing H makes it possible to follow up with attacks such as the S. Okay, cool. Yeah, he needed this, or they needed this. Like H was like it was so hard to even warrant pressing H with this character because like it just always gave you a worse situation. When appearing mid-air using possession, it is now possible to move by inputting left or right. Testament will appear while moving backwards. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. So you can choose to like kind of float left or right doing possession. Possession is the teleport. Okay. Standing H, reduce horizontal blowback distance added. So this is a really cool change. This is a change that Testament needed for a long time. Collision hitbox now expands. I don't get that. Reduce knockback. This is pretty big. I mean, whatever. Possession coming in as like a new change is kind of nice, but overall it seems pretty subtle. Alright. 6H now launches the opponent higher on hit. What is 6H? Is that the butt? It can combo into Roger Dive and rolling movement. Okay. No, that's the butt, right? Close standing S. Expanded upper hitbox and hurtbox on for the first time. Oh, the first hit, my bad. Reduce knockback on hit. Cool, cool. 6-8, yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so Bridget has like the same nerf that everyone got, right? The Rekka series. Okay, I'm kind of scared. If Sin got the same nerf as everyone else, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be so. Oh shit! Here it is. Here he is. Here he is. Okay. All right. I'm looking at it. The changes to Far S and Elcut improve his neutral game. Sin is in a better situation after standing H is blocked, and it's harder for the opponent to interrupt with a jab when using Hoof Stomp afterwards. Is it harder or impossible, is what I want to know. Am I actually going to just be doing, instead of doing Close Slash, I'm doing Hard Slash? Into Elcut? Okay, whatever. The changes suck. The blowback after Hawk Baker follow-up has been adjusted, making it impossible to get more damage combos off of jabs, such as crouching K at the expense of stamina. You always have this, though. Hawk Baker is a DP, right? Yeah. Well, I guess it's probably always going to float now. So he always have conversion now. Well... Okay, hold on. That wasn't even mentioned. That's like a huge change that I'm reading right there. Wait. Wait. Increased invincibility duration? Reduced recovery? Does Sin get a 6-frame backdash? Does Sin get a 6-frame invul backdash now? That's pretty cool. Reduce startup? Yeah. Increase attack level on Hard Slash. Interesting. Okay. This is pretty interesting so far. Increase wall break rate, blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, so he doesn't have the counter hit properties that everyone else has, so I guess it's because it's costing stamina. So he's maintaining his counter effect on his Rekkas, which is kind of cool. I was curious. Increased launch height? Okay. It's hard to warrant this because it's so expensive to do. So this is the biggest change right here for Sin. That he no longer uses stamina to do a super cancel. That's pretty big. That's like really big. Overall he's the same character. They didn't fix his jumping normals, which makes me cry like a lot because they needed to fix that. I don't care. Like I don't care if this character doesn't seem, well, not gonna lie, having Beak Driver go into a combo for many hits pretty good. Not Beak Driver, Hawk Baker. So that's kind of interesting. So like, Sin's got some cool stuff, but I need to see how this Hard Slash changes. If there is no counterplay to him doing Hard Slash into, if Elkhunt and Hoof Stomp are the same speed after the change, then yeah, that's pretty decent. Because, like, with the meter change you got from Supers, this is pretty good. Like, this is pretty good. I mean, it depends how much they changed it, Ukyo. Because it's still the worst backdash in the game right now. Or, well, it is right now, right? It's the worst. So, like, so if they made it a 6-frame invul backdash... Well, so, like, okay, if they reduced, like, recovery, even if they reduced it, they'd have to reduce it by so much because it's so long in duration. It's a 28 frame backdash, I think? Like, to put it in perspective... You can't air throw any backdash, I don't think, in Strive, right? But if you're wondering if he goes airborne, he doesn't go airborne at all in Strive. Like, if you try to do... You know how if you could backdash and you do BRC? For a lot of characters, they're airborne so that they can sneak an overhead. Sin can't do that at all. Whatever, changes are bleh. This is also a pretty big deal too. The clean hit conditions are more lenient. So like overall, the current Sin is just better. It's just a better Sin. like 100% just a better character. But without the jumping normals being fixed, it kind of makes you just really just question the game, because like it's buffs in a way that just kind of make the character feel weak. But like, well, I'll get to it at the end. I'll get to the end. Let's finish up with Bedman. Bedman, the error 69 possess. This should have been a default. I don't know why it didn't persist after a wall break. It's more difficult for the opponent to interrupt a string using anything other than an invincible reversal after Bedman cast. Yeah, good. I mean, I played Sin. I've always interrupted. Crouching Peak can now combo into Call 4-3B. What is 4B3? I don't know what 4B3 is. A super jump. Bedman can now begin dashing more quickly than before. This could be really scary, actually. Is this guy just Magneto now? Like, depending on how fast the cancels are, this character could be really quick, like really quick now. Oh, this is crazy. They buffed his attack peep. Well, they raised the recovery of it, but they made it a higher attack level. This is crazy for a jab. I think he has a 5-frame crouch jab and it's huge. That's a really big buff. Expanded upper hitbox? Damn, 6P got buffed? Reduced startup? Wait, this move is already crazy. Damn, this move is going to be nuts. Crouch K is going to I think it's going to a 6-frame move. Far Standing S added tumble effect on hit. On aerial hit? Okay. Okay. Reduce the sack level on the final hit, fix an issue or riddle. Okay. Call 4B3, Oliver. Oh, this is big actually. Okay, so the call 4-3B or 4B3 is the twirl. Damn, you can do jab, jab, jab into twirl. That's really good. That's really good. Damn, looks healthy. This looks incredibly healthy. It looks like a character, like a full healthy character. Like they literally address all of this character's problems in one way or another. Like, oh, your poor movement. How about you just do everything faster in the air? So like this character could be really good. I think Sins might still be the worst character in the game. Because they didn't fix any of his fundamental problems. Whereas they fixed they tried to address Bedman's fundamental problems. That's kind of where I'm standing on it. I think he might remain the worst character in the game. Anji might be bad too, depending on how impacted he is by not having big counter damage anymore. Alright, let's go look at Asuka. The last character, right? As little time has passed since Asuka's release compared to other characters, he has received few changes. Yeah, I don't know. No, there's nothing there. Alright, there you go. Those are the changes for Season 3. I'll do my final thoughts real quick. So here's what I think is going to go on right now. The game is just going to be a lot lower damage. So basically, they kind of address like one of my biggest issues, that the damage is too high. Everyone's super does less damage. You're not getting so much reward from counter hits anymore. So the game is actually kind of going in that more like honest direction, which is kind of cool. We'll see how it plays overall. Like the game, it's kind of impressive. I'm not gonna lie. The game sounds healthier. It sounds healthier and healthier. All the changes are just healthier except for Nago. Nago's fucking dumb. I don't know why Nago has an overhead and a low now. Like I don't know why they're like, this character needs this. You know what? He's just, you know what? Screw it. What if we just make that an overhead? It's like, well, okay. Well, you know, if Nago's gonna get an overhead, why not make Sins 2 as a low? You know, it would be really nice. I'm surprised, like, they didn't touch Testament as much, but the hard slash change is a really big deal for this character. Really curious how good his backdash is now. Because, like, I think he has a 5-frame invul backdash right now, right? He's 5, isn't he? He's not 4? Yeah. So Sin has a 5-frame invul backdash, but now he'll have a 6-frame? Like a 6-frame backdash with less recovery? Like, if he has, like, a Potemkin backdash, like, if he has a big body backdash, plus, like, I don't know, it being, like, not garbage, because I think how fast is Gold Lewis is? 22. Yeah, for some reason, like, if they brought, like, if they bring his backdash down to 22 frames, like everyone else's, plus it's 6 frames, that's insane. Like, he will be impossible to hit. like he will be the most defensive character in the game. Like, beyond biking. Like, I can't imagine him having that backdash. I'm already imagining how annoying he's gonna be with doing beat driver, and then you just backdash out, right? Like, the only reason why you couldn't do backdash now is because, like, it was so slow that if you did a beat driver into the follow-up and then you chose to do a backdash, you were just stuck, right? You couldn't do anything. But now, like, if you have a backdash that actually works, like, you're looking pretty Gucci, in all honesty, now. So, like, if a person just can't mash far slash and be like, and catch you, like, I think that's pretty good. But his changes, like, to me, are not that crazy. I said a whole lot, but, like, they don't fix him. They don't fix him. Like, they didn't fix him. I mean, the meter change from the supers is, like, a huge one. This is, like, phenomenally big. Also, they make Tyrant Barrel easier to do the Clinic. That's pretty cool. Arbiter is big if you get a... Oh, is it, like, super high if they're marked? If they're stained? I don't even know who I would consider a winner. Like, these changes are all pretty healthy for the game. Like, they're all good. Like, these changes are all pretty good. Eno could be pretty strong right now, I think. Oh yeah, no, it super pops them up now. I saw the video of it on Twitter a while ago. The new Arbiter is pretty cool, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's, like, useless. That's, like, the big problem. But I guess what's gonna happen now is that the big thing you have to consider is that maybe you can't really use Arbiter as a mix-up tool anymore. Like, you really shouldn't be using it, because his mix-up really comes down to getting a stain state on you and then trying to dash it for 2k and threatening from 2k while you're stained, right? Like, he kind of does that. So the big advantage that Testament's gonna have going on is that, like, if you when you finish your combo with the Arbiter, how big of a setup do you get? Are you getting a level 3 Grave Reaper on top of them plus a Crow? That's pretty big. That's a pretty big buff to the character if you can do that, right? Like, that will give you so much momentum on your opponent that, like, it's kind of almost crazy. But it's so, like, typically I wanted to be like, okay, I'll look at all the characters, read all their notes, and then kind of try to build an idea of how this game's gonna fade, like evolve, like how it's gonna migrate, right? The nerf to the characters that were kind of really banking on these, like, free counter hits, like biking, like, so basically like Rekka follow-ups and getting free combos, those getting nerfed kind of make a lot of characters a little bit more healthy, because those situations were so toxic to deal with, right? So Souls, Bandit Revolver, not Naga. Naga's completely untouched, so Naga will probably stay top tier. So Soul, Bridget, did Ramlethal get hit? Yeah, Ramlethal got hit too, right? Her Rekkas don't do it anymore. Like, so those characters kind of got hit a lot because, like, you know, they were doing low committal moves into big damage, and that's, like, really, really precious to have as a character. But that's all gone. So, like, they still get hits out of it, but now they're not getting big damage. So now they're playing the game more in a game where you just kind of explode. But at the same time, you don't necessarily explode as much anymore because of, like, the overall super damage reduction, right? So it's hard to say, like, like who's really. I want to say I think Bedman is like the true winner of this patch. I think all the changes to Bedman are like they're gorgeous. They're just beautiful changes. As I could safely say that I think Bedman is like the true winner of this patch so far. For like most like nerfed, I don't know. I really don't know who's like the most neutered. Like I think a character that might be suffering actually is gonna be Leo. Because like they would always finish their strings with HDP. Well, no, they can still finish their strings with HDP. They just can't do it as a reversal anymore. I don't know who's like the worst character now. Zato kind of got hurt actually. Zato kind of got hurt quite a bit. I don't know. It's hard. It really is. So like what's kind of interesting is like a lot of the nerfs, like these global nerfs on characters kind of make Sin a little bit more exotic, I would say. Like I'm really thinking about like how Sin's looking at this because like I'm like, well, do I want to keep going forward with Sin, right? 2S is probably going to be, I don't know. I really don't. I think just it's. I mean, it also we don't even see half of the puzzle because we don't know what everyone's wild assault is, right? That's like going to be the other part of the game. I think Sin is looking pretty strong right now. Like in terms of like, can he handle the mechanics of the game, the new mechanics? For sure he can. He doesn't care, right? You could deflect him, but then he's just gonna fall. He gets a dash, right? He gets to move afterwards, anyways. So like, I'm thinking he's probably gonna be good. Plus with the nerfs of other characters, I don't know. Yeah, and the changes weren't as like crazy as I thought they were gonna be, like across the board. So the game looks more or less fine. Like I don't, yeah. That's how I would say. Just healthy overall state of the game. Anyone have any words, any thoughts you would like to put in before I close up shop on the Season 3 patch? What do you guys think about it? There is a lot of stuff that's gonna have to take. Like this, I think what's cool is the patch is big enough though with global mechanics that there is going to be some like dust in the sky that needs to settle for a little bit, which is kind of cool. Hopefully it'll be healthy. I can't wait to see all the day one bugs that are probably going to exist in the game. Alright, yeah. Alright. There's no questions then. I am going to free myself from Strive. Well, I guess I was playing Plus R. Should be interesting, yeah. The patch drops on Thursday, right? More interesting than Season 2. I think the characters we got from Season 2 are a little bit more fun. Is what it was. Season 2 I think was like a little... I mean, I'm going to give it up to their balances, like Division or whatever, that the changes are... They're just enough. They're just enough. Right? I imagine when the game that gets nears its final version of the game, then we'll start to see like some really like silly shenanigans. Like I'm just like really impressed that they didn't touch anything else about Sin. Like Jump D is still useless. Well, we'll see. You'll see. The most exciting change is probably the stamina change. But alright, I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna close up shop for the. I'm gonna at least end the video. I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna put it on YouTube and be like, wow, expert Sin player looks at the Sin patches, player nerd, blah 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 blah, and is let down. I don't think I'm completely let down. I just really wanted to see 2S as a low. But we'll see how good Standing S is. If like Standing S is like a 10 frame or something, I don't think it'll be that fast, but if it is, that'd be really nice. All right, let me stop that recording.